Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are tackling one of the most fascinating, controversial, and almost mythical question of our time. Can humans really live for 200 years? You've probably heard about longevity diets, supplements, fasting, stem cells, gene editing, s- cryotherapy, and the new wave of biohackers who claims they are hacking the code of aging itself. It sounds like science fiction, but it's getting closer to science fact. So, in this episode, we're going to break down what's real, what's hype, and what the future might actually hold. Let's talk about longevity, biohacking, and the dream, or maybe the illusion of living for 2 centuries. The human obsession with living longer. Humans have always been obsessed with immortality, from the elixirs of ancient China to the fountain of youth, to modern day Silicon Valley billionaires funding age reversal research. We're never stop chasing time. But here's the twist. Longevity isn't just about not dying. It's about staying young, physically, mentally, and biologically. People don't want to live to 200 if they can last 100 years are spent in pain or decline. They want vitality, sharpness, energy. That's why longevity science is shifting from lifespan to health span. The number of years you actually live, feel alive. The biology of aging. What are we fighting? Before we talk about living longer, we need to understand what makes us age in the first place. Aging isn't one thing. It's a cascade of biological processes. Cells accumulate damage, DNA gets messy, proteins manifold, mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell slows down, inflammation rises, hormones shift, telomeres, those tiny caps at the end of our chromosomes, shortens with every cell division. Eventually, the body loses its ability to repair itself. That's what aging is, damage exceeding repair. So the question becomes, can we slow that down or even reverse it? The longevity diet, food as code. Let's start with what everyone loves and fears, food. Longevity diet isn't about eating less, it's about eating smarter. Most researchers agree on a few big principles: less processed food, more plants, healthy fats, fibers, macronutrients. But the real magic seems to lie in how often we eat, not just what you eat. Fasting, or more specifically, intermittent fasting, has shown incredible effects on longevity in animals and humans. When you fast, your body enters a stage called autophagy, literally self eating. It starts cleaning up damaged cells, recycling old components, and triggering cellular repair. It's like giving your body a deep clean. That's why researchers like Dr. Walter Longo have decided and designed first mimicking diets. Short, low calorie periods that trick your body into thinking it's fasting without full starvation. Then there's the Mediterranean diet, rich in olive oil, fish, vegetables, and nuts, linked to lower inflammation and a longer lifespan. Or the Blue Zone diet, based on the world's longest living communities from Okinawa to Sardinia. Simple, plant forward, and socially connected eating. The lesson: that there's no magic superfood. Longevity comes from patterns, not pills. The science of calorific restriction. Now, this is one of the oldest and most studied longevity interventions ever: calorific restriction. For nearly a century, experiments on yeasts, worms, and mice, have shown that eating fewer calories without malnutrition can dramatically extend lifespan. Why? Because when the body senses scarcity, it switches into repair mode. It provides survival over growth. It prioritizes survival over growth. That slows down aging. But here's the catch: long-term calorific restriction in human is tough. It can lead to fatigue, muscle loss, and even psychological stress. So scientists are searching for calorific restriction mimetics, drugs or components that give the same benefit without the hunger. That's where components like resveratrol, metformin, and ramicycline comes in. Molecules that tweak your metabolic pathways and cellular cleanup systems to mimic fasting's effects. Which brings us to biohacking. The rise of biohackers. Biohacking is when science meets self-experimentation. It's the movement of people, from researchers to everyday enthusiasts, who are using technology, supplements, and data to upgrade their biology. You got people tracking systems and people tracking sleep, blood sugar, oxygen, heart rate variability, even gene expression through variable and implants. They experiment with no topics for focus, cold plagues for recovery, infrared saunas for detox, and peptides for muscles and repair. Some go further: stem cell therapy, plasma transfusions, or gene editing is the new kind of personal science. Past curiosity, past control, past rebellion against aging. And at its heart lies one of the most important questions. How much can we really push human body before nature pushes back? The future of longevity science. Looking ahead, the next 20 to 30 years could change everything. We'll see AI designing drugs that target aging directly. We'll see organs printed on demand. We'll see gene editing therapies that repair DNA damage before it causes disease. We'll see wearable devices that continuously monitor and adjust your biological state. You might get a longevity profile on your own biological timeline, showing how old your body really is. And one day we might even reboot aging at the cellular level, resetting your biological clock like a computer. If that happens, living for 150 or 200 years might not be fantasy anymore. But when that day comes, we will face an even bigger question. Not how long we can live, but how wisely. So the truth about longevity diets and biohacking is this. There's no single pill, no perfect protocol, no secret shortcut. There's only knowledge and discipline and balance. We can extend life, we can slow aging, but we cannot outsmart nature. We can only cooperate with it. Maybe one day humans will see 200 years, maybe not. But if we live fully, consciously and compassionately, those years, how many we get, will be enough. Because longevity isn't measured in time, it's measured in presence, it's in awareness, in the moments that actually matter. And that's something no supplement can repair. Thanks for tuning in. If this episode made you rethink longevity, hit the like button, share it with your friends who's into health and science, and let me know in the comments, would you want to live for 200 years? And more importantly, what would you do with that time? Until next time, eat smart, more often, sleep daily and deeply, and live fully. Stay curious and stay alive.